Oh, okay.
And we're live.
Yay!
Hello.
We were just commenting on how the camera looks a little darker on us, and I think it's because Baby Yoda is taking all of our light.
I mean, he's been just having the time of his life in his little pride outfit.
Not just this one, various outfits. If you haven't seen on a certain point of view, Molly has like a new outfit for him every month.
Well, he picks the outfits.
Right.
I buy them on Amazon. He puts them on his wish list.
Okay.
And then I help him get into it.
You keep threatening to do a calendar, and I think you should.
But yeah. How is everyone doing? Hello. What's up, everyone? We've got Sleep of Giants, Rain Man, David himself, Stuart.
I like that name, David himself.
David
himself is here?
Sacred Jedi Texts, Doomslayer. Ooh, the house just shook. They're doing like construction out in front of our house.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're paving the road outside of our house. It's been noisy all day. Hilo, you've been a good boy though. You were controlling yourself well.
Oh, Stuart said he was having a terrible day. I hope this helps.
I'm sorry you're having a terrible day.
We'll try and cheer you up if we can. So, obviously, it's Pride Month, and we wanted to do something special for the stream. So, in the bottom, what side is that on?
Left.
Bottom left corner here.
Did you think it was mirrored because of... Never mind.
I don't know. Maybe. In the bottom left corner here, we've got a slideshow of... I mostly had to get Twitter profile images, so if you see one that doesn't make any sense, sorry.
They all have titles. If their names weren't in the logo themselves, I put the names with their profile images.
Okay. And then links to everyone is down in the description. We just wanted to give a big shout out to all the Star Wars creators that are LGBTQ plus, and yeah, I took everyone that replied to the tweet that I made 2 days ago, I think.
It was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday. Okay. I had a lot of people submitting podcasts and artists, fan art creators, cosplayers, filmmakers, just tons and tons of
brick makers.
Brick makers.
Brick builders, I should say.
Yeah, there was a Lego streamer in there. Maybe not streamer, but content creator. So yeah, go check everybody out. The slideshow is going to be playing the whole time. All the links are down below. And yeah.
Yeah, a lot of friends in there, friends of the show, and a lot of people that I was introduced to for the first time.
Yeah.
That I look forward to getting to know. And I can say that Star Wars Music Minute, which is listed in the slideshow and in the description, they're going to be joining us next week for the Clone Zone to talk about the Bad Batch, because they've been breaking down the music of Star Wars minute by minute, kind of like Star Wars Minute podcast, but they're also doing Bad Batch musical commentaries every week, and that's just like, that's right up my alley. I love music, but I don't know that much about theory or like the language of it, so I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I am too. But yeah, so all the links are down below, and then if you don't see Star Wars content creator that identifies as LGBTQ plus, let us know in the chat.
And we'll update it for next week.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, we've already got a couple of super chats here. Also, I saw something about spoilers in the chat.
I imagine today's comic is going to come up at some point.
Oh, okay.
I will do my best to, like, let's just try to keep it vague. I think we can do that.
Yeah, Rainman said he was gonna take spoilers out of the chat. Just remove the comments.
Yeah, we can talk vaguely about what happened, because I know that some people, it's only been out a day. It's a comic, and like comic fans, I know you can read it quickly, but some people aren't even off work yet, so
yeah.
we'll
I haven't even gotten a chance to read it, although I know what happens.
Well, yeah, I was basically reading it and telling you, I was like, oh my god, this happened. Or I think this is happening. It's happening. It happened.
It's happening.
So we'll just try to keep everything vague.
Yeah.
Alien
NOTW says those shirts are dope. Thank you. There's a ton of like Star Wars Pride shirts online. I found these on Amazon. I kind of like his better than mine though. I mean, mine's cool, but that one's pretty dope.
I mean, you knew what to get me.
Yeah. I was like,
You didn't even ask or consult.
No.
You were just like, here's your X-Wing Pride shirt. And I was like, yes.
but I think if you just search on Amazon Star Wars Pride t-shirts, these will be some of the first ones to pop up. But
I
yeah.
hope people can't like hear the rumbling.
I'm sure they'll let us know.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just our house is currently shaking from like a giant truck outside doing I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing to make the house shake. Maybe they're like tearing up, because they have to like tear up the street before they go over it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Rumble isn't bad for me. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, let's get into some super chats. We know what we're starting with, or at least I know.
No.
Lawrence Fletcher coming in.
I forgot to look it back up. I forgot to refresh my memory.
Lawrence Fletcher coming in with the first super chat of the day. Says, name the Chiss ruling families.
All right, there's one that starts with a B. I'll come back to that.
We're off to a good start.
Yeah. Then there's Chaff, Clar. I think there's one that starts with a D. Arizi, Myth, Othic, and the one that starts with a P. Like this is getting 5 without having looked anything up, so I'm happy about that. That's growth.
As long as you're growing and learning.
What's the P one? That one's like on the tip of my tongue. I think it's PH. It's not coming to me though. I want to say like Benthic is sticking in my mind for the B, but that's one of the Two Tubes brothers.
Yeah.
Baltic.
And I still don't like have the answers on my phone or anything, so I can't be
yeah,
like,
you
yes,
did
you were
for
correct.
Knights of the Rin. For the Knights of Rin, you pulled that up pretty quickly, so you could just tell me when I was right or wrong. I forgot to look it up. I think that's all I'm getting today.
Someone in the chat will correct you. I'm sure. Also, I don't know if I said, but you probably know from the title, we're building R2-D2, and this is what we have so far.
Yeah, he won't stand on his own yet. It won't balance.
All we have is a leg.
Well, there we go.
Why are you covering up?
Okay. Here, you can on the other side.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna, if I don't get any answers, I'm gonna be thinking about that the rest of the stream.
Elijah Neal says, Chiss families are definitely harder than the Knights of Ren.
Thank you, Elijah. I'm glad you agree with me. It's fun. Like, we're doing this again. Molly, you asked me last week, if we had been doing this for a year yet, and we started at the end of March last year. That was like our first Lego stream.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, did we already pass our 1-year anniversary?
Yep, by quite a bit. But yeah, we were doing Knights of Ren names leading up into Dragon Con last time, and now we've moved on to just family names. Wait, I said... did I say Offic? I think I did.
I don't know. You can you can Google it.
Plith? Plith, maybe? I'm gonna go Plith. I think that's one.
Plith.
Uh-huh.
Plith. Okay. You can just keep thinking, or you wanna Google the answer, you can.
I can't Google the answer. I'm busy.
Well, I am busy too. We're both very busy.
Look, it's not a competition.
Oh man. Sleep of Giants with the next super chat. What's up? I can wiggle my brow a little and close my eye again.
Good.
The Bell's palsy is weak, and I'm too gay and powerful for it. Now let's Lego this ego. Hell yeah. Yes. That's amazing.
The Bell's
awesome.
palsy is weak in you, and that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. Too gay and powerful.
I'm trying to, like, every once in a while look up and see from all the way across my office what's up on the slideshow. I Rebel. I've been on that podcast. Mm-hmm. Super fun. Check them out.
I don't know if they're in this same order as the links, but they might be.
It is not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's not in order, but I Rebel, we talked about Fallen Order the whole time, which, of course, I was loving that.
Yeah. For sure. Someone in the chat, D. Tori, do you guys have any interest in a custom model kit? I'm assuming you mean Lego custom model kit. We've done them in the past. And yeah.
We've done a couple mini kits that people have sent us. We did the BD1.
Yeah, we'd probably stick to the smaller ones because we have so many Lego sets backlogged that we need to do. But yeah. We have a P.O. box if anyone wants to send us a custom set to build.
Yeah, you technically don't need our permission. You can just...
Yeah, you can just send it our way.
Do it.
Matt McDonald, thank you for your super chat. Hello! Word of warning about R2's legs. Be sure to get them the right way around. Got mine muddled and it's set me back 80 pages in the instructions. Oh no.
Well, legs are probably coming up soon. Oh, yep, that looks like a leg.
Pay close attention. So is the one you're building now is the middle leg, right?
Middle leg is built. Right now I'm building like the sides of the chassis.
Oh, okay.
And then we're doing legs. Bag 5 is legs.
Okay.
So I will keep an eye out. Thank you for the tip. Because I mean, I've never messed up anything in a Lego build. I've never had to go back multiple pages, or I never have like way too many pieces left over at the end.
I can't get over the noise outside.
I mean, I'm glad no one else seems to hear it or be bothered by it. It sounds like it should be really loud, but...
Yeah. Hey, Daniel S. He said, my head is gonna explode trying to not spoil War of the Bounty Hunters here, but hello.
I'm down to talk about it. We can talk. I just, we'll be vague about it. Because some stuff happened. That stuff was cool.
You even put it in the description, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well...
I figured that's what people would want to talk about. You know what? Like, it's been a fun day. It's been fun just...
Yeah.
And at least on...
How are you going to talk about it without spoiling it?
I mean, wasn't that part cool? There, I did it. I nailed it. What does this mean? I mean, we can't get into too deep of details. I've got a video coming out about it tomorrow, and then I'm going to do another one next week that's a little more in depth and like, what does this actually mean? Not just for the story, but like the Star Wars universe as a whole. But it's exciting. You're okay, fine. It's hard to talk about it without spoilers, but.
Oh, tell everyone what you're drinking.
This is Hop Tarts Wildberry Double IPA.
Like the Pop-Tart.
From Dew Claw Brewing Company in Baltimore. And yeah, it even has a little Pop-Tart style logo.
And it's pretty tasty. I mean, it doesn't.
I think
nothing
even
compares.
with my nose, I still get kind of a wild berry taste. There's something sweet in there. Mm-hmm. That's mostly what I'm getting hints of sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hints of beer. Nothing compares to the taste of a wild berry Pop-Tart. It is ranked very high in my top tasty treats, I think.
I wasn't
the beer
allowed.
does not taste like the Pop-Tart, but it is kind of sweet.
I wasn't allowed to have the Pop-Tarts with icing on them growing up. I just had like the plain, just blueberry Pop-Tart, which I do like them still. And
Wait, no icing?
No, like it didn't have anything on top. It was just a plain Pop-Tart.
You couldn't even have the strawberry one with the icing?
No, I mean I had strawberry, but no icing on it. But then whenever we'd go camping for scouts, and like we were in charge of buying our groceries, so yeah, we'd get like eggs and stuff for breakfast, but we'd also get like the s'mores Pop-Tarts and.
Bakey said, such a sad upbringing. I agree. I was allowed to eat pretty much whatever I wanted.
I couldn't have like Lucky Charms or anything with marshmallows in it. Definitely no Cookie Crisp.
I mean, I never wanted Cookie Crisp because I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I was allowed to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know how that one got on in under the radar.
What's the... Oh my god, the one that destroys the roof of your mouth.
Cocoa Puffs? Or
Captain Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
I ate a lot of Captain Crunch. I don't know, I circled through a ton of different cereals, but like because I was allowed to just have any one that I wanted, I eventually just wanted regular like the apple cinnamon Cheerios or whatever.
Those are good.
Like every once in a while I would eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Captain Crunch, but after a while I just wanted the healthy
Raisin Bran mother.
Well, I ate Frosted Mini Wheats a lot.
Those are good. They're fine.
Apple Jacks, yeah, those are good. But yeah, I don't know.
Wait, is this one of those where I do it twice?
My house was one of the houses that all my friends would purposefully want to go to just to eat snacks, and like everyone would eat whatever they weren't allowed to have at home.
I definitely had those friends where I'm like, I'm gonna sleep over at so-and-so's house so I can get all the sugary cereals.
Mr. J86, thanks for the super chat. I won't spoil anything, but that ending to War of the Bounty Hunters was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
Very much so. I love, and this is all in my video tomorrow, but as always, anyone in the stream gets a preview of what's on my mind. And I just, on the very first page, I turned to Molly and I was like, I'm pretty sure they're doing this. And then the way that Charles Soule, like, it's obvious from page 1. It's just not confirmed. But Charles Soule is so good at building that anticipation of, like, yeah, you know what's going to happen, but how is it going to happen? And how is he going to reveal it? Mm-hmm. And he nailed it. And that's something Rian Johnson talked about, too. Like, that was something that Hitchcock did in his films. where like the dread comes from knowing what's about to happen. And there's no dread in this really. It's excitement, but you see that in the scene with Snoke and Kylo Ren, where like the lightsaber starts turning towards Snoke, and you're like, you know what's about to happen, and it's more a question of is he going to pull it off or not. And then when it does happen, it's so like a release of the breath you've been holding. It like that's how it felt to read this comic.
So for those of you who don't have access to a comic book shop, the way we get comics is through Comixology. Not a official plug or a sponsor or anything. That's just how we get the comic books. So if you haven't read it and you want to check it out, that would be the place to go.
That's we get that question a lot. And Comixology is an easy and like clutter-free way.
Is that's through Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's kind of like Audible
or Kindle, and you can read them on your Kindle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would be swimming in comics if I actually had the physical copies. I have a handful. Like, we've got anything with Biggs in it is back there. And then we just 2 weeks ago went out to one of our favorite bars in the city that is also a comic book shop, and to celebrate I got one of the alternate versions, alternate covers of the High Republic #1. It's like a black and white except all the lightsabers are colored. It's super cool.
Someone said, can you subscribe to comics on Comixology, or do you have to know when they're released and then buy them?
You can subscribe.
Okay.
And then they'll send you an email. They'll be like, hey, here are the comics that came out this week and what's available to you. You do have to, I mean, this is like a comic shop. You have to go in and know that, hey, a new series is coming out, and you have to go in and subscribe to it. But yeah, every new issue, it'll let you know.
Read this and tell me if it's a spoiler. I think it's vague-ish, but it might be hard to talk about.
Let's just say, let's not read it out. But who left that message?
Guiguio.
Okay, so
I hope I said that right.
I am afraid that if I were to read it, it would be a clue as to what happens. So I'm not going to read it, but hopefully you're still here. And I will say that like my full-on, the second video I'm doing about this issue is about this exact question. So you'll get my non-vague answer probably early next week. But no, I don't think that's the case. I had the exact same thought when it happened. I was like, yay, wait, what does that mean outside of this comic? For the comic, I think it's one of the best things, one of the best decisions they could have made. But then I had that thought of like, that could have larger implications. And just to vaguely answer your question, I'll say no. I don't think that it has to mean one thing or the other. I think that for those of us, like myself, who want more from this to happen in other media, I think that's still available.
Yeah.
It's so hard to walk this tightrope. Like, I'm still afraid that I've spoiled it.
Well, I think we got around that safely.
Okay.
Moving on, Ben Potter, thank you for your super chat. Do you find it weird that Maz Kanata's bar was destroyed and then a day or two later she was fighting in a union dispute?
You know, not really. Like, to me, that just said that...
She's a busy lady.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on. She lost her castle, like... Well, okay. I'll move on to this other thing. I'm sure she wasn't happy about it. Mm-hmm. But to me, that just tells me, yeah, she's an enterprising lady. She's got other things on her plate. It's not just about the castle. That was just kind of like... what I would even call it a business venture. I don't know how emotionally attached she was to it. Probably one of many bases that she has.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know about the comics and whatnot, but she wasn't always at her castle and, like, running the place. She's out doing stuff. And then, yeah, like, all that stuff on Takodana got destroyed, so she's got to move on.
That's something I think that's a character that has a lot of potential for the High Republic era. Like, let's see her be the pirate queen. And what does that look like?
Yes.
I hope that happens.
Please. I want that to happen so bad. But ever since they talked about how old she is and how long she's been around, I'm like, perfect. Put her in the High Republic somewhere. Please. With a cherry on top. Stuart Tierney, thank you for your super chat. Do you think Yoda still cared about celebrating his birthday at 900 plus? Maybe he didn't even know exactly how old he was. You know what? After 900 years, I would probably lose count also.
This reminds me of
It's a long time.
the Patton Oswalt joke about how you should get like 20
if
birthdays in your life.
You can make it to 100
and that's
years
it.
old, you can legally murder people.
Well, yeah, I wonder. So the joke is that if you are able to live for that long, it's like, okay, every year past 100, a new law does not apply to you.
Yeah.
And eventually it's
you could make a new law?
No, it was every year past 90 or 100. One law no longer applies to you, and it's like you're 100 years old now. You can legally steal anything, and no one can stop you.
Yeah.
Because if 100-year-old can take something away from you, it didn't really belong to you in the first place. Like,
yeah.
They have to still wrestle it out of your hands, but they can try with no consequences. But
and if you make it to 110, you can legally murder someone, but you have to do
use
it
your bare hands.
with your bare hands. So if you can be murdered by a 110-year-old strangling you, then his joke is that you didn't.
It's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
But that's not the part of the joke I was thinking of.
I just think that I always go to that. Sorry.
Before that.
Wait. When do you become president?
I think that was like 120.
Oh, okay.
The part I was thinking of is that, like, okay, when you're a kid, 1 through 10, you get a birthday because you're a little kid and it's exciting.
Yes.
11 years old, no birthday. Doesn't matter. 13, you get one because you're a teenager. 16, you get one because driver's license, that's fun. 18, you get one, you're an adult. 21, you get one, drinking age. And then from that point forward, no more birthday parties. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm 24, who cares, go to work. But every decade, then you're allowed to have a birthday because it's a milestone. I imagine if you're someone like Yoda, the second you hit 100, you're probably over every decade. Mm-hmm. And then maybe it's every 50 years, every 100 years. So I bet that someone would want to celebrate Yoda's 700th birthday. I think he would be okay with that. But every year, probably not. I mean, I'm over celebrating my birthday. I'll hit up.
I'm not.
I know you're not. I'm just like, I'll do something. I'll use it as an excuse to go out and sing karaoke, but I don't need people making a big hubbub about me.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't need presents, but like, if it's an excuse to have a night out.
Yeah.
Or go to like a nice dinner or something, yeah. Or like in my case, I got to do stuff throughout the whole month of May involving my birthday.
Well, I think this year everyone gets a pass. You know, no one got to do anything last year.
Yeah.
So
unless it was like early last year. Because we did do karaoke for your birthday.
We did karaoke for my birthday, like, right before everything started to go real bad.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Know-It-All 1, thank you for your super chat. Do you think we'll see Blue Shadow in High Republic? The virus?
That'd be interesting. No, I'm not expecting it, but like, and yes, the virus.
Okay, I was like, wait, is there something I don't know?
No, the blue shadow virus. I'm not expecting it, but that sounds like something the Nile would do. Try to use some biological warfare. That's something that hadn't occurred to me. I think that they're probably gonna more create new threats than rehash old ones, but I don't know. We barely got to know anything about the Blue Shadow virus, so it wouldn't bug me if they were like, let's explore this a little more.
Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see like where it originated.
Yeah, I can't remember what all they say about it in the Clone Wars, if they gave it a bit of a timeline, but yeah, like that would be interesting if we learn, oh, the Nile made it.
Yeah. That would be that would be pretty intense though, like viral warfare.
I mean, they put it in the Clone Wars.
Yeah. But I don't see it popping up in the High Republic just to then go away again and then come back in the Clone Wars, if that makes sense.
Like, I'm mostly with you, but I wouldn't be upset if they did it. I think that's an interesting idea. Yeah, it seems unlikely, but I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jedi Array, thanks for the super chat. If you can have one blaster, which would it be? One blaster.
Maybe Krennic's. I think I'd use
the manual loading one?
Yeah, I think I'd use it like a fidget spinner. I like to just unconsciously mess with things, so probably not the best idea to.
I'd probably have one of
blaster,
I'd probably have one of Beckett's blasters.
Okay, well, I do like the idea of the DL-44 being a carbine as well. That would be just something that I could mess with.
Yeah, I forget the blasters. I should probably know this for Schmodown, but I forget the blasters that Beckett has, but they're two different ones.
I don't know
what
that
else?
either, so.
The EE3 is kind of cool. Zam Wessel's blaster is kind of cool.
The big rifle.
The big long one.
That's too much for me. It's too much blaster for me. Put it on your back and you're dragging it along the ground. I like Jango's pistols.
Yeah. They look kind of like the one Padme has. I mean, yeah, DL-44 is the classic one.
Yeah. It's the boring answer, but it's probably the one I would want.
Yeah. I'll go EE3. Just to have the little... What's it called? It shoots out a rope.
That's on his wrist.
Oh, does it have a flamethrower?
That's on his other wrist.
Okay. I guess I just want Mandalorian outfit.
Yeah, you just want armor.
Yeah, I want Mando armor.
I want all the gadgets.
Dan Ritter, thank you for your super chat. Any Legends storylines or plot points that you think would be well adapted to the High Republic era, no matter what the era the story is from? Also, Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Good question.
From Legends into High Republic.
It's too late for Darth. Like, my go-to answer is generally like, let's do Darth Bane again, but that's High Republic is 800 years too late, and I shouldn't be adapted to this time period.
Ooh, I do know Rey's pistol. That's the NN-14.
I've never really liked that design. I don't know. A little too blocky.
It's like
for
a
me.
little snub nose
Yeah.
pistol. I don't know. They were talking about it in the chat. And I was like, I do know the name of that one.
I know that one. We could see like a bit of the Thrawn trilogy. That would be interesting. The Katana fleet. If they're gonna do some stuff with Thrawn, they're obviously doing stuff with Thrawn and the Mandalorian and all that. If they're going to loosely adapt Heir to the Empire and Dark Force Rising and The Last Command, it would be interesting if they kind of had the High Republic set up the Katana fleet for him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll say that. If the Katana fleet shows up in the High Republic, I might freak out a little bit.
I don't think I know what that is.
It's a big fleet of ships. God, actually, like, now that I think about it,
John Booth in the chat said the Exegol fleet is the weird cousin to the Katana fleet.
Kinda, yeah. So the Katana fleet, and like the more I am talking about this, I'm like, oh god, this kind of makes sense. It's when they were first trying out some new hyperspace technology, and in the High Republic, there's a big to-do about how, like, we use hyperspace a lot, we don't really understand it. So they make these ships, and they all basically run off of one nav computer, and that one nav computer goes crazy and just takes the entire fleet, big old fleet of dreadnoughts, just kind of like Thrawn. Like, it shoots off into who knows where and it's lost. And it becomes like the MacGuffin of Heir to the Empire. And that's how Thrawn is able to get so much power and come back as the Empire with just him and the Katana fleet. And then he starts cloning stormtroopers.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. And if they're messing with clones, everyone's going like, oh, is this tying in with Snoke? But what if they're just trying to make clone troopers again to man the Katana fleet? Because that's what they... I'm having a moment.
Do you need to go?
I don't know. They might be adapting. I can just see that this... I gotta make a video right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you need to start writing?
No, that just makes a lot of sense. If the cloning is connected with Thrawn and not with Palpatine, and he's trying to remake an army to man this hidden fleet, none of this is going to happen. None of this is going to happen.
You don't know.
But that is an
be onto
interesting
something.
thought.
Could be onto something.
I'll have to make a wild prediction video.
I like that, actually, and I know other people would too if it's got like a potential Legends connection.
Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
If I had to think of something, maybe there could be something like the Yuuzhan Vong, but not quite. Like, the Nile are the baddies right now, but we don't know a ton about them. Is there such a thing as like a pureblood Nile?
No, Nile's more just...
That's just like...
a creed.
Yeah.
They're a culture.
I don't know. That we could always
We
run
don't know much
into-
about Markion's race, though.
Yeah.
His species.
Yeah. If we found out that like somehow he was part of a species that is kind of like the Yuuzhan Vong.
I'm on board for that, and I don't think that's too crazy, because I do think that, I don't know if they're ever going to bring the Yuuzhan Vong back, but because they were going to be in the Clone Wars, I do think that they consider them to be canon adjacent at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Sleep of Giants, thanks for another super chat. Says Gaby Yoda.
A+ pun.
Love it. Yes, this is Gaby Yoda. He's making his big debut. Jared Johnson, thanks for the super chat. After seeing both Pantora and Ord Mantell now fully animated in the Loop Bad Batch, do you think our chances of getting Dark Disciple or Son of Dathomir have improved?
Oh, I didn't think about that. That in my review for the Moochie episode, Rampage, I was like, yeah, I think I forgot to mention this in the review, but I mentioned it in the Clone Zone, that they made Ord Mantell, they designed it for Son of Dathomir, and then it never got fully realized, and it was put into the comic, and I was like, hey, that's cool that it actually gets to be seen now. I might be wrong about this, but I think Asajj, when she meets Quinlan Vos for the first time, they're both on a job on Pantora. So they designed Pantora for that arc, and it never got fully realized, and now we're getting to see it. So I don't think that hurts anything.
Interesting. Yeah, those are some...
Did not occur to me.
Very specific choices.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna just say yes.
Let's say yes.
Because I keep talking about the fact that they could go back and animate the arcs that never got finished or animated or whatever, and like release them as a little mini series.
Someone commented, I think on maybe last week's, it was either the Q&A or this stream, and they said they should release them like 20 unfinished episodes and call it The Lost 20, because you were trying to think up a name for it. I was like, that's a perfect name.
Yeah, but The Lost 20 is already a thing, right?
Yeah, in universe.
That would be confusing though, wouldn't it? Nah. Okay. If you say nah, then I believe you. Han Loves Leia, thank you for your super chat. I wanted to ask if Alex and Molly have a favorite canon LGBTQ plus character, or one that is often headcanoned like Poe, Finn, and Luke. Well, if we're gonna go there, Poe and Finn for sure. They're forever in my heart.
I mean, I gotta go Afra.
Yeah.
I think she is so much fun to watch.
Head canon for me, Poe and Finn. Actual canon.
Head canon, I'd go Poe and Finn too. Because I loved.
What was the handmaiden?
Sabe? Oh wait, no. So I believe Sabe is bi, and then Yane and Sache.
Yes.
They're a couple.
Yeah. I get the handmaidens confused so often. I know, and it's been so long. It's been since we lived in our old house since I read Queen Shadow, but there's kind of a steamy chapter in Queen Shadow with Yane and Sache?
The steamy chapter I'm thinking of is Sabe and Tanra, but it's been the same amount of time since I've read Queen's Shadow.
Yeah. I must look like a fool, but maybe someone in the chat will remind me.
I also can't even remember if it was Yane or Rabe or if it's not Keira Knightley. Unfortunately, the handmaidens kind of run together for me.
Yeah. What is their ship name? Foe or Pin? I think I just like...
I like Foe.
I like Finn Poe.
Or Storm Pilot.
Storm Pilot?
That's one that people... Yes.
I haven't heard that. Oh, it's Yane and Sache. Okay.
Okay.
That's the one that I was thinking of. Those would be my picks. Just because I know I need to read more Afra stuff.
Yeah, you don't really get into the comics. You've read the Queen's Shadow and Queen's Peril books, but
yeah. But I did listen to the audio drama that was basically like the first,
The Vader comic, yeah.
introduction of Aphra, which I loved. So I do think Aphra would be perfect to bring into live action at some point, or animation.
She is too much fun to watch or read about or watch, you know.
Yeah. Just to name a few. Are there any other headcanon ones that you ship?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm not a very big shipper in the first place.
Yeah. Ray and Dark Ray. I'm sure there's
a fanfic for you.
I'm sure there's something out there. That's right up my alley. Oh, I need to... What does his full name say? The other YouTube reactor named Danny. I had to move the Excel sheet. Thank you for your super chat. Generous super chat. Darth name for Molly. Darth Molly. Alex, sorry, just see you at home making dinner.
I'm not going dark side. I can't handle it. I've said it before. Every time I try to play, not even just KOTOR, but like a Fallout game or anything where you can, Mass Effect, anything you can choose to be bad in it, I'll make one, like the first decision it gives you, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna murder this person because I'm bad now. And I'm like, stab. And then I feel terrible about it for the rest of the day.
Well, you also have to...
I can't do it.
You also have to get better at cooking if you're gonna be staying home and making dinner.
Just make you eggs. Nothing but eggs. Eggs and bacon.
No, I don't want eggs and bacon.
Well, you should have thought of that before you turned to the dark side.
I will survive. Like Maul, I will survive on my anger and I won't need food. But I would still enjoy it if you... I mean, we get Home Chef deliveries 3 meals a week with very specific instructions. You can handle that. As he struggles to build Lego.
I'm really scared. Yeah. I want to make sure that I put these on right.
Miranda here. Thank you for your super chat. Happy June. Thank you for celebrating Pride and hope you two have a good holiday. Had a good holiday. What's your favorite story about Bacta?
Bacta?
A bike fall got me thinking. Oh.
About Bacta?
Bacta.
Mine's a real life story, I guess. And it's showing off a little bit, but that's not that I would
go
ever...
for it.
Oh, and I still need this. When I was in the Celebration 2017 Celebration Schmodown against Joseph Scrimshaw, and we were in the speed round, and it's not even that hard of a question for a Star Wars fan who knows what Bacta is, but it was speed round question, so who can get it fastest? And Mark Ellis asked, what healing substance? And I buzzed in, and it was like Bacta. And I just love in the video watching his face of going like, you only had 3 words and you knew that? And everyone in the audience going like, whoa, when like Joseph knew that.
Yeah.
And like,
he just wasn't like as quick on the buzzer.
Yeah, so it's not that impressive to probably anyone watching this channel, but Mark Ellis gives really good reactions to people who know things like that, and it's
because
fun to watch.
He really likes and appreciates Star Wars, and I think he gets a kick out just watching people be so good at Star Wars trivia.
Sure.
Back to what was there was like a book, I think, about where Bacta originated from, or like who discovered Bacta.
Well, they're getting into that in the High Republic, and in Dooku Jedi Lost, they talk about it a bit. Uh-oh. Where do these go?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I might be thinking of Dooku Jedi Lost, or maybe the High Republic. But I like learning about how it was discovered and like how people figured out how to use it. Yeah, Bacta would be really helpful, especially if you could wear it like a suit in the like Fenn does in The Last Jedi. As long as you don't poke holes in it, it's fine. Jedi Array, thanks for another super chat. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart is the best. I will say that one is the one that I had the most. And one of my best friends growing up, she always, her parents always had a fully stocked supply of those Pop-Tarts. And like, yeah, I think the brown sugar cinnamon ones were the ones that I had the most like for breakfast, that I would like take to school with me. But like, I was like halfway through high school before I even bothered to look at and see what calories were. But once I found out that a package of 2 Pop-Tarts is like 400 calories, I was like, what the heck?
That's not that bad.
What are they trying to feed these kids? But like little kids don't
With the ones with icing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, get the ones without icing, and it's not that many calories now, is it?
It's like 40 less calories. I mean, yes, you need... Sorry, little kids should not be worrying about calories, but I just remember the day when I found out opening a package of 2 Pop-Tarts was eating like 400 or so calories. I was just like, oh no.
I don't think I really... Like, I remember being taught nutrition in school, but I don't remember caring about calories until probably we were together. But that's because I ran cross country, and it was like, it didn't matter what I ate. There was no way I was gonna gain any weight.
I'm almost positive that there was a time when we first started dating where I weighed more than he did.
That's not true.
You were a big old tall beanpole.
What am I now?
A himbo.
All right. I mean, I think you're just saying that.
Is that the right answer?
I think you're just saying that, but I'll take it. Still kind of you.
Thick boy. My thick boy. Put on your jorts. I got Alex a pair of jean shorts, and they're
at
like,
my request.
And they're like slim cut, and they're the tightest shorts I think you own.
Yeah, they weren't super comfortable, but...
And to be fair, like, I just bought them. I was like, what size are you? Okay. And I bought a pair, and he wasn't there to try them on, but they work.
The Blunderdome friends were very excited.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't take a picture of you in them to post.
I was waiting for them to do it. But...
On the Blunderdome. Dang it. Yeah, I'll stick with himbo. Jacob Gould, thank you for your super chat. Your shirts are amazing as ever. Where could I find them, particularly Pride Squadron? So I said this at the beginning, but I just went to Amazon and I Googled Star Wars Pride shirts.
I do think these are official. It says Lucasfilm on the tag.
Maybe? Yours might be. I don't know if this one is or not, but I think if you search Star Wars Pride X-Wing shirt on Amazon...
You teaching people how to Google?
I'm trying to give people directions if they want to buy our shirt. And yeah, I don't know if these are official or not, but they're fabulous. That's for sure.
This one says Lucasfilm Limited inside, so I think
Okay.
it's official.
Well, I hope it is. I know that the Disney and, like, I don't know if it was her universe, but Disney put out some, like, official Pride shirts, but they're nowhere near that cool. Moramoth Haunts. Thanks for the super chat. I hope I said that right. Free drinks for the week. I think that came up when we were talking about birthdays. Free drinks for the week. I mean, I wish. I could just go to a bar and be like, it's my birthday week. Gimme.
Just show up at Publix with 2 boxes of wine, like, it's my birthday.
It's my birthday week. I want all the boxes of Pinot Grigio that you have. Please and thank you. Like, just give it to me. And then when they don't, I'll have to be escorted out of a Publix.
Again.
It's funny, though. There's a couple of people at the Publix that we do shop at that's around the corner from our house that literally know me as the Baby Yoda lady because we have a bunch of the reusable bags that have Baby Yoda on them. Which
I got when I made a solo trip to the grocery store for I don't remember what.
I got the first one.
Okay, well, I remember.
And one of them was 2 of them have been given to us.
That's true.
In shipments, I'm pretty sure from Sleeve of Giants.
But I remember.
Calm down.
I remember going and there being a Publix display of clearance Baby Yoda stuff and Mando stuff because I got the koozies.
You got the koozies.
I got the lanyards, and I got some bags.
Did you get bags?
I think I got bags.
I think you just got the koozies and the lanyards and maybe a sticker. I don't know. The koozies are nice. I still have mine. You lost yours.
No, I found it the other day.
Where is it?
It was in my nightstand.
Oh, was it in with the other koozie that you hold very precious and don't use?
Mm-hmm.
Harrison says being known as the Grogu bag lady is probably a dream come true. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you didn't sound sad when you told me that story.
No.
You came back and you were like, they know me.
Well, it's funny too because I know on more than one occasion I'm also wearing a Baby Yoda shirt. And then I get to the checkout and I pull out my bags and I look at my shirt and I'm like, oh man.
It's called having a brand, Molly.
Not again.
Be proud. Oh no.
And they're like, oh, it's the Baby Yoda girl. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Oh, the only thing I'm missing is the mask. I need a Baby Yoda mask.
You should just put him in a Baby Bjorn. And lean into it one day.
Oh, I would absolutely do that. Mr. J86 has another super chat for us. When do you think we'll see General Pride again? That was one. Was that a character that we said might pop up from a certain point of view?
Yes, I like that idea a lot.
Cause he says he's been around for a while, and yet he's definitely old enough that, he could have a story in any of the original trilogy point of view books.
I think he'll pop up in the Darth Vader comics. They just went to Exegol. It makes sense to me. I was expecting him to be on Exegol or something. So I think it makes perfect sense for General Pride to show up in the Vader comics, considering how closely it's tying into the Rise of Skywalker. And yes, that is a character I would like to see pop up again. So if not in the comics, from a certain point of view, is perfect for it. I'm a big fan of when they do stuff like that. Let's find out what some character who was made well after this movie was doing at this point in time. I think that's super fun.
So something that I just realized and that I absolutely need, maybe, I know Brian Ward's a busy man, but maybe he's in the chat. I need a general pride image.
It's just the fact that he's a fascist.
Well, we can make him not a fascist.
I bet Richard E. Grant.
Pride with an I. Different guy.
Yeah.
Long lost cousin.
I mean, we just need like, Richard E. Grant is the happiest person I've ever seen. I love his, like, anything that he put out on Twitter or wherever when he was like, I'm in a Star Wars. It was like the complete opposite of general pride. Mm-hmm. So like, we just need an image of him smiling and having a great time.
Yeah. I just need a general pride for the month of June. That gay Jedi, what's up?
Hey.
I think they sent in a super chat, but we haven't gotten to it yet. But they said in the chat, reclaim pride with a Y and an I. Maybe pride is pride's queer sibling. Yeah, why not? I'd change my name, the spelling of my name, and call him every day.
I like the idea that
are you still a jerk?
General Allegiant Pride is, he's the outcast of the family that's like,
Oh yeah, maybe he changed his name and added a Y and was like,
that one, he went fascist.
I'm gonna be a jerk. Yeah. B Kenobi, thank you for your super chat. In parentheses or in stars, gives super chat money to 2 great creators. Good soldiers follow orders. P.S. Love Grogu's outfit. Thank you, B Kenobi. And he says thank you as well. He's being his fabulous self right now, and I can't stand it. It's so cute.
The amount of clothes you've bought for that doll. I mean, our son.
He's right here. He can look at those ears. He can hear you.
He can hear everything.
Can you believe him? I've only got him. Did I do a Christmas outfit? No, I got him a tiny tree though.
Yeah, you did. You started the outfits in like January, right?
I started the outfits with, I got him a Valentine's Day Cupid cherub outfit, and then I got him a shamrock outfit for St. Patty's Day. March. Oh, and then I got him a Easter outfit with bunny ears. May, I didn't really get him an outfit, but it was my birthday month, so I just said it was his birthday month too. And he said he wanted to wear his birthday suit, and I said fine, but I can't put that on camera because YouTube will take it down. The whole big thing.
Also, if you've seen images of this without the robe on, a little unsettling.
Yeah. He ordered the Pride stuff like 2 months ago and has just been so excited to show it off. This is a double-sided. I don't want to mess this Lego up, but I was gonna see if I could flip this up. This is double-sided, so on the other side it's blue and it says love, and it's got little rainbow hearts on it. Grant, thank you for your generous super chat. I was inspired to learn Aurebesh for Galaxy's Edge when I heard you had acted as a translator on a trip.
I was going to bring that up, so never mind.
I'm building an online tool to help me and others learn it. You've been a great... Sorry, I can't read. You are a big inspiration.
That's super cool.
Look at you.
I'm going to guess
And look at you.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not fluent in Aurebesh. I can read it, but it's like I know enough words to figure it out and then fill in the gaps. But I'm gonna guess that it was Cubs fan Han that mentioned that I was a translator, because I remember him walking around with me just going, "What's that say? What's that say? What's that say?" And I would sit there and kind of stare at it for 30 seconds and be like, "I think it says."
Yeah, because if you can figure out like half the letters, you can probably spell it out.
The vowels, like hit the vowels, and then you can fill in the gaps. If you know the vowels and like the most common, what do they put on Wheel of Fortune? ST and those like super common letters.
Yeah, I don't know which ones they are.
You don't need to know the whole alphabet to be able to figure your way through it, but yeah, it is fun being able to flex that at Galaxy's Edge.
Isn't there, I could be wrong, but in the Aurebesh alphabet, is there different symbols for like 2 letters in a row sometimes?
Sometimes. They don't really get used all that often. That's more of a Tolkien Dwarvish and Elvish thing. But yes, there are characters for that. And they have popped up, but not as frequently as just a letter. Like sometimes you'll see a C and H mashed together.
I should have mentioned this a long time ago because we've already been going for like an hour, but if you tuned in after we talked about it, we are trying to highlight and showcase some Star Wars content creators that are part of the LGBTQ plus community. There is a slideshow happening over here in the bottom left hand corner of the Twitter images that I could pull together for everything that is in the description below. There's podcasts, there's YouTube channels, there's Twitch streamers, there's artists, people who make fan art, fan fiction, screenwriters, filmmakers. There's a huge array of content creation happening out there.
And a brick builder.
And, sorry, I keep forgetting. And yes, there's a Lego YouTuber in there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got bricks in the name of it. And all the links to everyone is in the description below. The links are, some of them are YouTube channels, some of them are link trees. So that'll give you links to like all of their stuff. Some of them are their Twitter, Instagram, podcasts, you name it.
And That Gay Jedi, who's in the chat, is in this list.
Yeah, That Gay Jedi has a YouTube channel. And I believe Star Wars Music Minute is one of the first ones that I have listed down below. They are going to be joining us to talk about the Bad Batch on Friday.
Not this Friday, next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah. Next Friday, we're going to have Star Wars Music Minute on. They are composers. They play like every instrument, from what I can tell. That they are doing. Right now, they're doing The Last Jedi, and they're going through it minute at a time, minute by minute, and talking about the music. But they're also doing Bad Batch commentaries every week for every episode. So we're gonna have them on to talk us through the music and the Kevin Kiner score.
I need to know more about Omega's theme.
Yeah. Like, where's that headed? What do you? Yeah.
I haven't heard it enough. I need to listen to it more closely. But Jake Berlin just popped in the chat. What's up, Jake? Saying, look at Grogu's outfit. Yeah. This is his June outfit. Although I kind of think he's gonna want to keep this on, like, until the next holiday comes, and then this will just be his regular outfit.
Okay, I have reached the point where we gotta be careful with the legs, I think.
Okay. You do that.
I'm ready. Uh-oh. Nope, this is fine. Nope. There we go. Okay, I can see. That's confusing.
Uh-huh. Dragonus Prime, thank you for your super chat.
It's your boy.
I can't stick around long. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have read this sooner. I can't stick around long, but I thought I'd pop in and say, hey, happy Pride to you and chat from one of your resident LGBTQ plus fans. Thank you so much, Dragonus Prime. It's ya boy. Always super fun to say. As soon as we say that, a lot of people in the chat are like, what about SFC Pruitt? Where are they?
There we go.
I thought about SFC Pruitt last night because I watched the first episode of Mayor of Easttown, which is on HBO, and there's a turtle in it. And I was just like, I can't not think of him when there's a turtle around. Will Lichtenberg, I hope I said that right. Thank you for your super chat. What unfinished arcs were there besides Dark Disciple and Son of Dathomir? So Boba Fett and Cad Bane's fight was kind of an unfinished thing.
The Crystal Crisis on Utapau, which there's a really cool fan done by Cinematic Captures. He put together one scene from the Crystal Crisis arc, which is between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and it's like Anakin feeling like a failure as Ahsoka's master, and it's a really good scene. It makes me wish that it was in season 7 of like Anakin saying, well, what would you think if I turned out to be a huge disappointment? And Obi-Wan's like, that'll never happen, and you're like, oh no.
Oh no.
But check that out from Cinematic Captures because it's really good. So yeah, there's the Utapau, Boba Fett, Son of Dathomir, Dark Disciple. I don't know how. I think those are the only ones we've seen footage of. But there is a list of. I think it was from maybe the season 5 DVD extras of like, here's kind of what's coming. And you can see they were going to go back to Mon Cala. Oh, we've seen footage of the Bad Batch on Kashyyyk. So there's that.
I would like to see that.
There was a Yuuzhan Vong arc. We haven't seen footage from that.
Daniel S. said Ahsoka's Return to the Jedi, the Bad Batch on Kashyyyk.
Again, I don't know that we saw footage of the Ahsoka thing, but yeah, she was going to basically break into the Jedi Temple to stop Sidious from breaking into the temple. She didn't know who he was, obviously, but yeah, that would have been really cool.
Oh man, that sounds awesome. What's up, Brian? Brian's in the chat. Newly modded Brian. Not so new. That happened a couple weeks ago.
It's been a few weeks, yeah.
All right, we reached the super chat that I mentioned earlier from That Gay Jedi. Thank you so much for your super chat. Just wanted to send you both a huge thank you for sharing your platform with LGBTQ plus creators. It means more than you know. Sending you and Gaby Yoda hugs from Chicago.
Oh.
Thank you.
I can't wait to go back to Chicago.
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
Great city. Thank you.
Chicago was so cool. When was that in April that we went? 2 years? Was that 2 years ago?
2017.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It was almost 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh. I need
Wait, no, that can't be right. Is that right?
2017 was Orlando.
2019. I'm so sorry. It was before.
I was about to say,
no,
hold on.
It was before. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. My match against Scrimshaw that I mentioned earlier was also 2019. It was before Rise of Skywalker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I had a match in Chicago.
Yeah, you're right.
Would love to go back to Chicago. I hope they do. I hope they continue to do different celebrations in different cities. I don't know that they will now that Galaxy's Edge is a thing.
Yeah, I hope it's not just Anaheim and Orlando over and over.
Yeah.
But come on, Atlanta.
Although, Gustavo Acosta in the chat said Beauty Bar is the bomb.
God, that was fun.
Absolutely. That's where we went for the Black Series Rebels party. So much fun. Nick Bayside was DJing.
And he was just playing my jams just all night long.
All of Alex's jams.
Motion City soundtrack, Yellow Card, like everything I listened to in high school.
He was just singing his little heart out. And taking video of himself singing and sending it to people.
Okay, so like not to humble brag, but
I wasn't even going to.
I'm going to now. I've had 2/3 of a Hop Tart. Where like one of the weirdest things about having this channel is that I through it got to meet Tony Thaxton, who is the drummer for Motion City soundtrack. Like one of my favorite bands growing up. Scratch that, my favorite band growing up. I loved their music. So then, yeah, we were at the Beauty Bar, and I kept filming myself singing Motion City soundtrack songs, and then texting them to Tony. And I'm so sorry, Tony.
I think he enjoyed.
I'm sure he got a kick out of that. But after the 5th one, he was probably like, "All right, I'll watch these later."
Yeah. It was super fun. I would love to go back to that venue. And just, gosh, Celebration was such a whirlwind. And I'm sure it's going to be the same next year, but I just hope that we get to see as many people as we can and hang out. And like, I know it's going to be still maybe sort of strict with like the masks and crowd control and all that stuff, but I hope we can still do like a meetup or something.
It'll be great. We need to figure out, because we don't know how to do this stuff. We need to team up with somebody that does like Black Series Rebels or the Force Center or Steel Wars like they all did. They like rented out venues and did shows like that. We should do that.
We should do that. Scum and Villainy. We've done a meetup there, but once before.
We've done 2 or 3 there.
Yeah, but it was.
And they like Steel has done shows there, so.
But we didn't like rent the place out, but we just like reserved a table and was like, we told everyone to come there. So,
Scum and Villainy is kind of far from Anaheim, though.
It is, yeah. That's in Hollywood. Anyways, way off topic.
Yeah, that's a year down the road.
We'll just have a hotel party in our hotel room.
Okay.
Got another super chat from B Kenobi. Alex, I feel like you'd love but also hate the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell games because it's third-person action, but you can spare or kill all the baddies.
I've played 2 or 3 of those. I like stealth games a lot, even though I'm terrible at them. One of my favorite...
I mean, Last of Us is kind of a stealth game.
Yeah, and I try every time to get through it and like take an enemy down one by one and not get noticed, and it never happens. And then I turn into one of my favorite reaction gifs of all time that I've read is like me in a stealth game when someone sees me, and it's a gif from MacGruber, and he's just got 2 Uzis and he's just firing wildly, and I'm like, that is exactly me. I freak out and I start shooting wildly. But I do like at least the Xbox Splinter Cell games that I played a long time ago.
I remember when I was watching you play Resident Evil 8, there were a couple of times where I was like, you're going too fast, you're going too fast.
A little mean.
And I was just like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you're being too loud, you're going too fast. Yeah, you're really not very good at being stealthy.
I get scared. It's a scary game. That's the point. At one point,
you just panic and you yell and then you run.
I think it was early on in the game when you get attacked by werewolves, and then it was on like my third try, and I was like, I'm gonna try doing this, and then Molly said, are you gonna try aiming? And that hurt a little.
Did it help you get better at aiming?
I think I did.
I think it did.
I think I did beat it after you said that, but that had nothing to do with your encouragement.
Sometimes you need a little push.
You should play. It's a spooky game.
I tried. My nails.
Convenient excuse.
My nails are too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to playing Animal Crossing pretty soon, and you don't have. Wait, no, you do have to be stealthy. Only when you're trying to catch like tarantulas or what's the other one? Scorpions. Otherwise, it's fine. Nails should not be a problem.
Okay. I thought I did something wrong. I didn't.
I really hope that we get like a big new update for Animal Crossing. Because aren't they gonna announce like a Switch Pro or something?
So they say, but I feel like that's been a rumor for a while. All I want is Golden Sun.
I feel so guilty about my Animal Crossing island. I haven't been on it since Christmas? Like maybe just like right after Christmas? I don't even remember. We'll get there. I'm gonna come back to Twitch, I promise.
I'm glad you feel guilty about it, so I don't, because we have the same island.
That's true. You just completely abandoned it.
I was like, bye, Sprocket.
And
good luck.
Sprocket been gone.
I know, you kicked him off the island.
That's what
made me quit.
I did not.
You had to sit me down. You were like, you may need to sit down for this. Sprocket asked to leave, and I said it was okay, and I was like,
he asked to leave. He was
my favorite robot duck.
He wants to explore the world, and I want to let him spread his wings and fly. Literally.
He's made of metal. He can't fly.
Don't you put him in a corner like that. He can fly.
I miss him every day.
We had how many jock characters
Not
did
enough.
we have on the island at one point? We had like 4. And Alex would go and buy all the gym equipment and put them in their houses and just be so proud of himself.
I wanted them to be happy. Feel at home. And Molly kicks him out.
I didn't kick him out. Every once in a while, like, they'll ask if they should go and explore other places, and I think there's only like one time that I asked someone not to, and they're like, okay, we'll stick around for a little while. But otherwise, I'm like, I feel guilty. If they want to leave, they gotta do them. Anyways, another tangent. I'm sorry. This is all my guilt, just thinking about what my island probably looks like right now, and I'm just like, oh no. I just need to start over. I need to bite the bullet and start over with a new island. Even though I hate that idea so much, because
honestly, that would
we
probably
have so much money.
revitalize you a lot.
Huh?
That would probably revitalize the game a lot.
It probably would, because then don't you have to get all the animals and...
Yeah, you'd have goals again.
Yeah, the fish and the bugs and yeah. I need to just do that. Although I feel like I would build the most boring utilitarian island there possibly could be. I'd make my place really cool and like maybe 1 or 2 other places cool, but I don't know. All right, enough of that talk. Badger Brogdon, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for these weekly Lego build chat episodes. I love them. Also, do you have any recommendations? Recommendation must-dos in Galaxy's Edge. Much love from the UK.
If you can build a lightsaber,
Yeah.
it's the best thing. I've done it twice.
Savvy's workshop is, I think, well, I haven't been since they put in the new Rise of the Resistance ride.
That's true.
Neither of us have.
I've heard that's one of the best amusement park things that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So probably a safe bet that you should absolutely do that if you can. The Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah. But I think building a lightsaber was the coolest thing that we did in Galaxy's Edge.
If I had to
Hands
choose
down.
between building a lightsaber or riding Smuggler's Run, I would build a lightsaber. Although I still have yet to fly in Smuggler's Run, I keep not getting the card to pilot, and like at some point I just need to be like, hey, I've ridden this 4 times and I never got to pilot it. Can I just pilot it real quick? But
John Booz pointed out my graveyard, though. I did love my graveyard that I built. Honestly, Halloween was like the best time on Twitch for me, because I could do all the Halloween stuff on Animal Crossing. I could do the spooky games with the jump scares. I just need to do that more.
it doesn't have to be Halloween for that.
I know. I feel bad, though. Like, I feel guilty having jump scares on and doing it when it's not seasonal. Anyways. Got another super chat from Han Loves Leia. Thank you so much. I meant to say shout out to non-binary characters like Eliodi. Did I say that right? This.
That's the Aftermath character, I think.
I didn't read. What? No, I read the first one.
That was the first time that I had ever...
Mara Cavania? Eliodi Mara Cavania is the best that I can come up with pronunciation-wise for that. Pirate ruler of wild space, Keo Venzi, rebel pilot, and Karet and Seret Jedi Knights.
There's also... and I'm blanking on their name. But they're also... They've been in the Star Wars Adventures comic twice so far. Kai, I think is their name. And they're also in the Race to Crash Point Tower in Wave 2. But there's a non-binary Jedi Master in Wave 2 of the High Republic, and Wave 1 in the comics. Kai, what's their last name? Kai...
It's not Kai Thranali.
No. I might be... Now it's going to bother me, but...
We love a good non-binary Star Wars character moment.
And they are also great characters.
They are. I know the one...
I do love Tarek and Seret.
Yeah.
They're very interesting. Okay, well... Wait. No,
What's the one
that's
that
not-
I'm thinking of from Alphabet Squadron that's... They showed up and they were like covered in wraps or something? Are they non-binary?
No. And now I can't even think of their name.
It starts with a K. doesn't it?
Kairos.
Kairos.
But no, she is called a she multiple times.
Okay.
Cantum? I'm just gonna sit here trying to remember that name. Cantum Sai? I'll figure it out.
But yes, thank you for putting those characters in the chat and reminding us, because absolutely shout out to all the non-binary characters showing up. I hope we get more in books and comics, maybe in live action, animation. Let's get that going.
I was gonna say that for Aftermath, that was the first time that I had heard read the pronoun like G and J.
With how's it spelled?
ZHE.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, and I'm also grateful that I got to talk to Daniel Jose Older about this, because he put, God, I am doing terrible with names tonight, and it's bugging me. The character from Last Shot, who is non-binary, and I remember being a little confused by that, just more that they kept using the they pronoun, and I was that just I'd never come across that before, and I think that it's important that, you know, Star Wars is a big universe that appeals to a lot of people, and that it introduces them to these concepts for the first time sometimes. Yeah. And I just didn't know that was something that people did at that point, and so I'm grateful that I got to thank Daniel Jose Older for that, for introducing me to it before I really embarrassed myself in the real world.
So how do you pronounce the ZHER?
I think it's G.
G and
J.
G and
G
and Ger. Okay. I think that's just so cool that they adapted that for Star Wars. I love that. Oh, and Han Leia in the chat said, "Thank you for being so honest about learning, Alex."
We all have to learn at some point.
If only more people were more honest about this stuff and just would say, like, "Hey, I don't understand this. Someone explain it to me," or "Hey, I just learned about this. I'm still learning," or, you know, like, just have an open mind.
Yeah.
And be willing to learn. And be nice and accepting and, you know, golden rule and all.
Well, you know, like, a lot of, I think, fear comes from the idea that you just don't understand something, and then some people get prideful, and it's like, well, I don't want to take the time to learn about it, so I'll never understand it, so I'll always be afraid of it.
Yeah. I mean, Anakin didn't quite understand his premonitions about Padme, therefore he feared them, therefore yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. The
he
Jedi
became
Order
Darth
died.
Vader.
What time is it?
It's 8:03.
Okay. How are you feeling? Because I just finished a bag, but...
We got 2 more super chats, and then we're all cut up, and yeah, I guess we should eat dinner or something.
Okay. This is cool.
You got the legs on,
got the
right?
legs on, and like,
Ooh.
when you bend them back, it'll
Just
it will release the middle leg.
That's cool. That's really cool.
I guess I need that out. Oh, he stands now.
Yay! They fly now?
He stands now.
Pigpen077, thank you for your super chat. Coleman Trevor says trans rights are human rights. Well, Coleman Trevor is absolutely right.
Yes.
Lindsay Brown, thank you for your super chat. Baby Yoda pageant moms. I'd watch that, just throwing that out there.
There's got to be someone else out there like you, right? And you can all compete.
I would hope so.
That sounds like something...
It's just, I don't...
I mean, it's not so much a competition as just a, like, let's show off our outfits.
Yeah. No, I don't.
It doesn't have to be a competition.
I don't want it to be a competition. I don't want him to have that pressure.
Sure.
Growing up, the teeth whitening, the bleached hair.
No,
the
none
wigs,
of that.
The rhinestones.
I know his hair is already gray.
I can't. I can't do that to him.
But that does sound like something you could spearhead, to be like, let's all share our Baby Yoda outfits.
And then this might be the last super chat we cover for tonight. Doomslayer420, thanks for your super chat. Happy Pride. Also, just found out there's an episode 1 Pepsi vending machine still in use 2 hours away from me in Pittsburgh. Time for a road trip.
Do it. That is like a mecca for Star Wars fans. Every once in a while on Twitter, I'll see people like posing next to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just that one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
There's like one left. And for whatever reason, they don't... If we're ever in the area, like, I will definitely insist that we drive 3 hours out of the way to go do that.
I mean, yeah. I would do it. If I... What'd they say? They're 2 hours away?
Yeah, do it and tag us on Twitter and send us the picture.
Yeah, definitely.
I think maybe... Was it Scotty J-Ro? Someone... it might have been the Bombad cast or someone else, but I saw someone tweeting about it recently that they like went and saw it.
Nice. I love that that's like an attraction.
That's the one time I'll drink a Pepsi.
Yeah, we're from Georgia. We're Coke people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I think that's gonna do it for us for the live stream today. I'm gonna grab some dinner and then I have to go do a Star Wars Schmodown reaction.
Oh yeah.
In less than an hour.
Harper Cabrera?
Yes.
That'll be good.
It's gonna be really
I mean,
good.
I already know it's a good match because they told me.
Yeah. There's no fooling us there. But once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. This whole month we're going to be showcasing as many Star Wars content creators that are part of the LGBTQ plus community as we can, just to uplift them, get their names out there. There are some really amazing ones and some that we still need to check out ourselves, but they all have links in the description of this video, and we'll probably be adding to it throughout the month.
And we're trying to, not just this month, but, you know, with shows like The Clone Zone or any time, like with so much Disney Plus content coming out, it's like we want to get a variety of guests on, and so we'll hopefully be bringing on a ton of different people, whether it's on The Bad Batch or Star Wars Visions or The Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan Kenobi or The Mandalorian Season 3 or Andor or The Bad Batch Season 2 or, oh god, there's so much.
There's lots of room to have lots of guests on the channel, and we want to try to bring on smaller creators, you know, just different creators that, you know, we want to promote, and we definitely want to take the time this month especially, but also every day, to shout out our love for the LGBTQ plus community. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Check out the links in the description. There's podcasts, there's artists, there's filmmakers, YouTubers, gamers, all that stuff down below. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday.
Well, this Friday.
Well, yeah.
We'll be back building this next Wednesday.
We'll be back on Friday to talk about the Bad Batch. We'll be back every Wednesday to continue our Lego building and our arguing about various things.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing things.
Or Resident Evil. And how mean you were to me.
I wasn't mean. But take care, everyone, and have a good night, and we will see you all next time.